from that part as well. My understanding is there may be some limited DRL and CSO programming, but I would defer to the Assistant Secretary on that. And there is some humanitarian emergency food and preventative health work that has been done, but that would predate COVID. So everything the Assistant Secretary said is definitely true from the aid standpoint as well. Just our ability to operate in that part is quite difficult. But overall, of course, we have about 18 million in Cameroon right now in health and humanitarian assistance, and we can certainly get back to you on where that actually is going.
Actually, my next question was going to be for you, Mr. Maloney, and it has to do with that very thing, and that is having to do with how do we ensure that some of that 18 million is actually getting to the Anglophone region? Is there any way we can ensure that that happens?
It's difficult, it's challenging, it's definitely a conversation that I think we should have with Ambassador Ballerin. I mean, this is something that the Assistant Secretary and I would talk about all the time in given countries when we have issues like this. So this is something I think we can definitely take back and first just get a better understanding of where things are geographically in Cameroon right now with that supplemental, and we can then revert back on any sort of next steps out of that. But Assistant Secretary?
Yeah, if I may add, anything having to do with Cameroon has to be overlaid with the problem of the conflict that's going on. For example, now the Cameroonian government is talking about a new UN development program for the Northwest and the Southwest. Unfortunately, there's just no way to, number one, implement that, and the Cameroonian government seems to forget that the number one desire of the people of the Northwest and the Southwest is to have a say over their own affairs. It's one thing to talk about development, but at the heart of it is their keen desire to have control over their own lives. And until the Cameroonian government understands that, all these plans are going to come and they're not going to succeed.
I agree with that. Thank you, and I yield back the remainder of my time.
Thank you, Mr. Ray. Mr. Burchett, you are recognized for 5 minutes.